guys, I'm not going to lie. When I saw the trailer for Marcel the Shell with Shoes On in theaters, I was really skeptical and even was going, what the hell is this? And guys, this is something. So Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is based off of a YouTube, I don't know if it was a series or just one YouTube video that Jenny Slate, who voices Marcel the Shell, did about 10 years ago. I think I looked up the video and saw it was like 10 years ago the original Marcel the Shell shorts came out. And here is a feature-length mockumentary style film about Marcel the Shell. And darn if this isn't one of the cutest, most heartwarming things you'll see in theaters this year. I definitely wasn't sure what to make of it when I saw those initial trailers. I remember seeing a movie, seeing this trailer and going, what? Like, how are you going to do this as a movie? Like, this is really weird. I don't see how this is going to work. And they figured it out, guys. They figured out exactly how to make this work. Jenny Slate voicing Marcel the Shell is adorable and heartwarming and even thought-provoking at times. It's really great how they pulled that off. And even the director of this, Dean Fleischer-Camp, does the voice of the documentarian in this film, so you kind of hear him popping in and out asking Marcel questions, and even he kind of gets like a small tiny little subplot in the movie, which I won't go into because you should see this, but you know, the voice acting you get in here is, you know, just a couple of characters. There's not a lot of people we focus on because it is essentially almost not a day in the life, but it is basically centered around Marcel the Shell in this house that she lives in and what that situation entails. And, you know, she lives with her Grandma Connie, I believe is what or Nana Connie, I think is what they call her in the movie, voiced by Isabella Rossellini, who is awesome in this as well. I think everybody does great in this cast when they're on screen and in the movie, or doing voices at least. And it's just charming. It's charming as hell because there's not really, the one main thread of the story you get from the trailers is that Marcel's trying to find the rest of her family. She's living with her grandma, but something happened to the rest of her family, and it's her trying to find out what happened to him. And so the story it kind of weaves in and out where, like, it's mainly just a bunch of just random kind of things strung together of Marcel's life and what she does, and then kind of weaves back to this documentarian who's helping her, taking videos of her, and that eventually leads to them starting to find the rest of her family, which is interesting. And, you know, I think for the most part works. I think it gets a little rushed at the end, and if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. I think it definitely, the last 10 minutes rushes it, maybe a little too much for me, but it, regardless, is charming, it is sweet, and it is just one of the best things I've seen this year, and I'm not going to lie about that. But this is not going to be for everybody. I could see some people just being bored out of their minds about a little talking shell, with little tiny shoes on, doing all these things. But I was just, from the beginning of the film, just utterly charmed by this, sucked into this world and this story. And it was like if I would have turned on the TV on PBS and seen this documentary, and it could have been a real documentary for all I know, and it worked, and it was great, and I left the theater, feeling like I experienced something that is rare, that it's hard to pull off in movies, especially today, and it definitely tugged on the heartstrings. I definitely teared up quite a few times in the movie because the movie just goes some places you don't expect. And if you're a kid seeing it, you're going to see all the cute little fun, jokey, quirky things about it. But then if you're an adult, you're seeing a lot of these other more mature themes and ideas that get executed in such a way that touch your heart and make you feel that emotion that you connect with. And it just brings all that to the surface. And I couldn't recommend this film enough. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Like, go out and see it if you can. It's probably been in theaters for a while, but I finally found out it's been playing about an hour away from me. So I made the drive to a theater to go see this. I wanted to see this in theaters before it ever hit streaming because I think it needed to be seen in theaters, and it does. It is a beautiful movie, and like I've said many times before, it is touching, sweet. It is everything you would want from a feel-good movie because there's no bad guy. There's no villain of the piece. It's not a superhero movie. It's a documentary about this shell's life and this journey that she's going, or sorry, Marcel's a boy. I kept thinking Marcel was a girl in the trailers, but no, Marcel's a boy, voiced by Jenny Slate. And just this journey Marcel goes on to find his family. And yeah, guys, I'm going to give this an A-. It is one of the best films I've seen this year. It, charmed the ever-loving crap out of me. And I will sing its praises for a long time, because I do think this is something that parents could sit down with their kids and thoroughly enjoy, and parents themselves be just utterly impressed and wowed by. So yeah, that is my review for Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Guys, check it out. Have you guys seen the trailer for this? Have you even watched the shorts for what's your history with Marcel the Shell? Leave those down in the comments below. I'm very curious about that. And guys, it's the end of the video, so you know what I'm going to ask you to do. If you could leave that thumbs up, it means a lot to me. And then if you could hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification to get notified every time I drop a video, it would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, guys, I'll be seeing you.